Okay, guys, it's November 2024, and what that means is it's pretty much the end of the year. And so a lot of people are now waiting for January 1, 2025 to launch the big project that's going to change their life. Except what's going to happen when January 2025 rolls around is that some of those people are gonna wait for the middle of the month because they kind of want to see how the new year is happening. And then some of those people, as the month progresses, are gonna decide to wait for March 2025 because they're waiting on, they gotta hear from this person, they gotta see how that thing is going. uh, they're still gathering information. And then some people are gonna wait until Q2 uh, to get that big thing going. Except when Q2 rolls around, some of those people are gonna decide, you know what, let me wait for Q3 because, yeah, I really, I'm not really sure what to do. And so you're gonna get to Q4 and you might go 3, 4, 5 years and a lot of people still haven't done that big thing that was supposed to change their lives. So if that's you, here's what you can do instead is you should be jumping in right now. You should be launching that big project that's gonna change your life, your financial future, your circumstances right now. Like, don't wait for January 2025, because some people are just not gonna take action even when January 2025 rolls around. So what you need to do is you need to launch your own product based side hustle, and it takes just three quick steps, three P's that can take you there to launching and building your own product based side hustle. And the neat thing, guys, is you don't need to wait for January 2025. You don't need to wait for some magical date out in the future. You can do all this right now. You can literally do all this today. You don't even need to pick out a piece of paper. You can just decide for yourself, answer these three P's, these three questions, and you can be on your way with your own product based side hustle. So, step number one is you need to pick a person, okay? And that person needs to have some kind of problem that you can solve for them. For example, let's say like you are like you're an athlete, you like playing the game of football, and so maybe that's what you do. Like on the weekends, you're playing tag football with your guys, but you've noticed that typical men's socks are really no good for playing football because they get all sweaty and stuff. And so what you decide for your person is, hey, I'm gonna help guys that are just like me, that like playing football. But we all got the problem that we got these socks that get all moist and sweaty when we're out playing the game. So I'm a figure out how to solve that. So you've picked your person, you've picked your problem. So that's the first P, the person with a problem. Now, second part is you're gonna pick out a product. Now, a product is something that you can help or you can source that's gonna help these people solve that problem. For example, I could go out there and figure out where do I find the best socks that I can provide for these football players, football fans, part-time football hobbyists, people that like to play football on the weekend. And I could find the best socks, like maybe it's a special type of sock, and I can order it from this manufacturer that's in Ireland, or this manufacturer that's out in the Middle East, and they're gonna supply it for a very good wholesale price, and I can list them in my e-commerce store. So that's the product. Now, when it comes to products, it doesn't have to be just a dropship product. It can be a dropshipped product or an e-commerce type product. It can also be an information product. Like instead of supplying people with a pair of nice socks. I could be creating an information product instead on how to play the game of football. Like how do you, what are some common plays that you can use if you are training up to be a wide receiver? Like these are the plays that you need. Like that could be the wide receiver crash course. Or it could be like, these are the defensive plays you need if you're a defensive lineman, or if you are like a DB, a defensive back. These are the plays that you need to shut down the offense. Yeah, yeah. So we could create a course of that, right? Give people the tips, and then you put it up online. That's your information product. It could be a SaaS, software as a service. It could literally be a software as a service that people can download as an app, and maybe they're gonna get the proper rest and recovery routine for hobbyist football players, and they can subscribe in there to get these cheat sheets in there, and maybe they're gonna have some metric tracking. They can track their sleep, they can track their diet, they can track their workouts and things like that, and they're gonna be helped with like their health and recovery as a football player. That can be your, and you could now sell this to all the, not just the hobbyist players that are playing on the weekend, but to all the kids in college football programs all around the world, basically. And they can be getting into your software as a service. So that's all you need for product. It can be e-commerce product, information product, it can be software as a service. There's many different options, but you do need some kind of product. Stay away from service-based side hustles, because it's really hard to do. Because if you're working a full-time job and you're trying to juggle it with a second full-time job in the way of a service-based side hustle, it gets really hard to manage. You have to go nights where maybe you're not able to sleep because there's so much work that you need to work through, and then you get back to work on Monday and your boss is about to fire you because you're falling asleep on the job. So that's why you need a product, guys, something that scales independent of your time. Step number 3, now you need to build a personal brand, and what you need to do is you need to pick a platform on which to build that personal brand. So this could be on Twitter. You could go on Twitter and you start talking about your product. Start talking about, these are the perfect socks if you're a hobbyist football player, or this is the perfect wide receiver course if you're a hobbyist wide receiver and you want to become electric at the game of football. Now you're posting content daily on a consistent basis, and you're getting visibility on you and on your product. 3 simple, easy steps that you can do. Literally, like I just walked you guys through the genesis of a product-based side hustle right there. This is not something complex that you need like a huge business plan with like mountains of financial projections and all of this kind of stuff. You don't need none of that. All you need is 3 P's, okay? Your person that needs to have some kind of problem that you can help them with, your product, and then finally you need to pick a platform on which you're gonna build your personal brand. Now guys, I really would not want you thinking like you need like a ton of resources to get moving. Like you really don't need a lot of that. You really don't need a whole lot of that. Just take action, guys. Just take action. Now I have also created a program where you can join with other people that want to be on their own product-based side hustle journey. So if that's something that can be helpful for you, we actually have a free tier, so you can actually get in completely free. The link to that will be in the description. But whatever you do, you don't need to delay starting your business, starting your side hustle until 2025. Like, you can get started all on your own, just answering 3 P's. That's the steps that any business is gonna need to identify. Like, who are we selling this product to? What is the product in the first place? How are we getting people into the product? What is our marketing platform? Like, even if you go to like some crazy MBA marketing program, they're still gonna be talking about things like product and people and you know, brand. These are things that any business needs to do, and so you don't need to invent a completely different new system of business. You just need to do the basics, guys, and you're in business for yourself.